Good morning, class. My name is Joshua Montesino. Today I'll be speaking to you about a moment in my lifetime in which I rebelled against my father. I want all of you to close your eyes and think about the last time in which you got in really, really deep trouble with your parents. Now open your eyes. It was November 3rd, 2010, the evening before the day of the San Francisco Giants World Series parade. I had one question rushing through my mind all day. I was nervous about it. The question was, Dad, will you please allow me to go to the Giants parade tomorrow? Of course, like most parents, he said, no, there's no way I'm going to let you go. There's no way you're skipping class. But in my back of my mind, I already knew that I was going to go regardless. There was no way that I was going to miss out on this monumental event. The purpose of my presentation today is to inform you about the gambles and rewards of making a decision you probably shouldn't, but you do so anyways. The next morning at 6 o'clock a.m., I wake up to go to my photography class. And instead of going south on 101, I go north to El Camino Real. I stop by the Caltrain station where I'm supposed to meet a couple of my buddies. I park my car, I walk up the escalators, and behold, I see a bunch of Giants fans donned in black and orange. The atmosphere was ridiculous. It was amazing. It was phenomenal. The aura was electrifying. I was getting tingles down my spine. Left and right, I heard, "Let's go Giants! Buster Posey, to me, to me." I knew it was going to be a great day. I was going to have a blast. According to San Francisco Chronicle, hundreds upon thousands of people showed up to downtown San Francisco to see the parade. It was a spectacle that nobody would ever want to miss. For the past month, San Francisco Giants were the hometown heroes. Everybody loved them. They were underdogs, a group of misfits. They were just so admirable. They had their own parody of "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey. That's pretty much everybody's theme song for the past month. The Giants were the main topic of discussion of every Bay Area sports fan. The fans were absolutely rowdy and ridiculous at the parade. There was fans climbing up buildings, there were up light posts, there were up fire trucks, automobiles, buses. There was even people on top of porta potties. Personally, I resorted to stand on top of a porta potty to see the spectacle. I didn't care. I was just so happy to be there to say I got to experience this moment. I was feeling on top of the world. I thought for sure I got away with this. There's no way I'm getting in trouble. Until the train ride back home. I heard one of my friends got suspended for 5 days for missing out one day of class. 10 minutes later, I receive a call from my stepmom asking me if I went to class. I had to convey the truth to her, and I knew I was in the whole world of trouble right then. The whole entire train ride, I was just thinking to myself, what can I possibly say for my father not to get as upset as he usually does with me? I arrive home at around 2 o'clock. I wait there for about 4 hours just pacing throughout my room, sitting, getting myself in the right state of mind to get ready to pretty much be buried alive. I hear the door open around 6 o'clock. My father comes in. I greet him. He greets me back nonchalantly. At this point in time, I'm freaking out. I don't know what's going to happen. We have dinner. Awkward silence. Finally, my dad opens his mouth and says, "Josh, we have to talk after dinner." I'm like, ooh, no, this is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. I'm panicking. And after dinner, we go into the living room. We sit on opposite sides of the room. I look down at the ground. Awkward moment of silence. I look up. My dad looks me straight in my face and says 5 words that just shell-shocked me. Just imagine your parents saying these 5 words to you. "I am disappointed in you." I didn't even know how to react. And the funny thing is, I'm not even mind blown right now. He pretty much was silent for a minute, and all of a sudden he went on a tangent, started screaming. He says, "Get out of my face, I want to see you right now. Go to your room." I go to my room. About 2 minutes later, he barges into my room and starts cussing me out all up in my face. And then finally, he says the statement that I'm way too familiar with. He says, "Get out of my house. I don't want to see you again. Go live with your mom. Go pack your bags, take the train, and go live with your mom." at this moment in time, I'm just depressed, thinking to myself, wow, I made a terrible decision. Why did I go? It was crazy. I started way up here in the beginning of the day, at a high point, at the very top, and by the end of the day, I was at the very bottom. I was just thinking to myself, I made the absolutely wrong decision. But in the end, my father said sorry. I said sorry for not listening to him, for disobeying him. And to this day, I'm extremely content with my decision of going to the San Francisco Giants World Series parade. But at the same time, I learned there's nothing in the world that I hate more than giving my dad a reason to be disappointed in me. So in the end, you just have to make sure that the positive outweighs the negative when you make a decision that you're not absolutely sure of. Any questions?